Hello everyone, welcome to Barre Sculpt. My name is Amanda. So for today's class, we will want to use a set of weights. I'm just going to use 1 pound weights. You can do one, you can do heavier, you can do no weights. We're also going to want to use a ball. We'll alternate between the ball and the weight, maybe sometimes using both. Total preference, if at any time the weights or the ball are not your thing, please set them off to the side, no problem at all. We're going to start with our feet hip width apart and parallel. Draw that knee up and over to a side lunge, pressing your hips back as you bend deep into that knee, warming up the inner and outer thighs. As you bend into that knee, the opposite leg stays straight, chest leans forward. One more time on each side. From here, gently come to standing. Draw that knee up and open, tap down, open, and forward. One more time on this leg, and then we'll switch to the left leg. Release that right foot down, staying tall on the right leg. Draw that left knee up and open, open, and close. One more time, each direction. Nice. All right, from here, gently come onto the floor. No equipment needed. You can have your knees bent or your legs straight. You can lean back with your arms or reach your arms by your side. From here, deep inhales, deep exhales. If your arms are reaching towards your knees, your shins, or your ankle, maybe pump your arms. Continue to breathe. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Keep it going. You've got 5. That's 4. Last 3, 2, and 1. Hollow hold. Reach your arms and legs long in opposite direction. Crunch it in. Elbows to knees. Knees to elbows. Reach. And crunch. 8 more. Stay with it. Reach long. Crunch it in. 7 more. Inhale as you lengthen. Exhale as you crunch in. That's it. You're halfway. Stay with it. Slow it down as much as you need to. Whenever you're ready, you can pick up the pace. Keep it going, just 3 more. Reach and crunch. 2 more. All right, give me 1 more. Reach and crunch. From here, extend your arms and legs long, hovering, holding for 10. That's 9. 8. You've got 7. Last 6. 5. 4. Last 3. 2, and 1. Tuck your knees into your chest. Curl yourself into a tight ball. You can grab your shins or the back side of your thighs. Maybe you roll from side to side if that's comfortable for you. From here, draw your legs to a tabletop. Knees are bent, elbows are wide. Bicycle crunches. Opposite elbow, opposite knee. Opposite leg reaches. Try not to use momentum, so slow and controlled. You don't want to rock that upper body from side to side. At any point, you can draw your legs up to that diagonal. You've got it. Reach and crunch. Reach and crunch. You've got it. Keep it going for 10. That's 9. Last 8. 7. 6. Give me 5 more. That's 4. You've got 3. 2. Last 1. Curl yourself back into a tight ball. You can cross your ankles or keep your ankles hip width. We're going to rock and roll ourselves 3 times. Maybe hovering, holding arms out to a T. Rock back. Roll up. Hover those legs. All right, on this next one, hovering, holding. You've got 10. That's 9. Last 8. 7. You've got 6. Option to bring your hands towards the floor anytime. That's 4. You've got 3. 2. And 1. Cross your ankles. Find yourself in a tabletop or a high plank position. Those are the 2 choices. You can also have your top fleshy part of your knees on the floor. From here, we're going to do push-ups. Elbows stay tucked in. Elbows bend and press. Elbows bend and press. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. All right, hold the arms straight. Walk your hands towards the outer edge of the mat. Elbows bend and extend. Elbows tracking out. Wide arm push-ups. Bend and press. 4 more. Navel pulled in towards your spine. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Hold it here. Tabletop, knees down, or tuck your toes. Coming into that high plank. Hovering and holding. You got 7, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release your knees down. Do a little stretch. Draw your right foot towards the outer right edge of your right hand. Toes turn to about 2 o'clock, so just slightly at a diagonal, outwards from your mat, pressing into your right hip, and then draw your hips back, straighten that right leg. Press it forward. You can keep your upper body as upright or hinge forward as much as you'd like. All right, on the next one, hold that right leg straight. You can keep both hands inside your right foot. You can also frame your right foot. Again, option to stay as high as you'd like or fold down as far as you'd like. Maybe bringing your nose towards your knee, heart to your thigh. Maybe flex your right toes. Holding for 3. That's 2. And 1. Gently bend into that right knee. Bring both hands inside your right foot. They were framing it. Step your right foot back down to your hip. Draw a few circles here with your right hip. And then reverse that circle. All right, gently set your right knee down. Extend your left leg up to the outer edge of your left hand. So your left toes this time are turned to about 10 o'clock, just slightly at that diagonal. Opening up your left hip here. Again, same options. You can stay more upright or hinge forward. Pressing into that left knee, allowing your left hip to open. And then straighten that left leg. And press it forward. Rock back. Press it forward. A few more here, just like this. All right, on the next one, we're going to hold that left leg straight. Option to keep both hands inside your left foot or release your left hand to the outside of your left leg, framing your left foot. You can point, flex, maybe circle out your left ankle. You're welcome to stay as high as you'd like. Come down when you're ready. Holding for 3. That's 2. Last 1. All right, gently rise up. Roll your shoulders back. Roll them forward. From here, walk your feet slightly wider than your hips. Toes turn out, arm out to a circle. Tiny circles with your arms here. And then reverse that direction. All right, draw a few circles here with your arms. Arms up, arms down. Alternating which arm comes in front. All right, shake it out. Anything else that you may need to. We're going to start by grabbing a ball. Come back to that wide second position, feet wide than your hips, toes are turned out. So you want your knees tracking out over your toes, not coming into a knock knee position. So knees are nice and wide, chest is lifted, avoid hinging forward or side to side, shoulders stacked directly over your hips. We're going to place that ball in between our palms. From here, squeeze, release, squeeze, release. So just upper body here. Keep the hips nice and low just by holding your hips low, chest lifted. You're already turning out those thighs. Keep it going. Press and release. 2 more. All right, we're going to add on here. Press the ball as you lift your right heel, tap your right elbow to your right knee, rise up, release. Squeeze, lift, press, and release. Squeeze, lift, press, and release. Keep it going. Really squeeze that ball. Lift your right heel, tap your right elbow towards your right knee. Keep your chest nice and lifted. Imagine you're trying to stack your left shoulder directly over the right, so avoid rolling forwards and backwards. 2 more here on the right side, and then you guessed it, we are going to switch to the left side. Come back to the reset. Just squeeze and release that ball. Squeeze and release. Keep the hips nice and low, chest lifted, elbows are wide. squeeze, release. 2 more. Very nice. All right, add on here. Squeeze, lift, press, rise up. Squeeze, lift, press, rise up. Crunching those left obliques. As you're crunching left obliques, notice you are stretching on that right side. Yes, you got it. Stay with it. Stack that right shoulder directly over the left. So avoid rolling forwards or backwards, slow and controlled. 2 more. 1 more. All right, come back through center. Squeeze, hold the squeeze. Extend the arms. Pull it in. Release. Squeeze, hold. Press it forward. Bring it back in. Release. So you're squeezing the entire time that you draw those arms forward. Oh, yes. Feel that burn in your biceps and your forearms. Keep it going. Release. Squeeze. Press. Bring it back in. Release. Squeeze. If you can change the shape of that ball to anything but a cylinder, that is your goal. Keep it going. Squeeze. Press. All right, hold it here. Hold that squeeze. Tap right. Rise up. Tap left. Rise up. Continue to squeeze that ball. Do not release that ball. 1 more on each side. Squeeze, tap, lift, release. Squeeze, tap, lift, release. From here, release, squeeze, arms lift, arms lower, release, squeeze, arms lift, arms lower, release, squeeze, lift, and lower. Keep it going. I know it burns. You've got this. Release, squeeze, lift, release, and lower. Squeeze, lift, lower, release. 2 more. Last one. Hold the arms lifted. Just squeeze and squeeze. You've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Arms straighter. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. Keep that ball. Place it between your thighs. Grab those weights. Bring your feet to hip width apart and parallel. Still with that ball between your palms so your feet are grounded. Your feet are directly straight in front. From here, have a soft bend in the knees. Just a bicep curl. Release. Bicep curl. Release. Keep it going. Give me 3 more. 2 more. All right. On this next one, hold that left arm at half. Release your right hand down. We have a full right bicep curl with the right heel lift and lower. Right heel lift, full right bicep curl. So that left arm is staying directly in front. Lift and lower. Chest is lifted. So avoid hinging forward. Avoid staying straight up. You want a soft bend in those knees. Lift and lower. Full bicep curl in that right arm. That left arm stays completely still. That's it. Give me 3 more wherever you're at. All right, hold that right arm at 90. Release your left hand down. Left arm, left heel lifts and lower. Try not to let those hips come up. So nothing is moving from your hips up aside from your left arm. So if you're looking at your body despite your left hand, you're not even noticing that your left heel is lifting. Lift and lower. 3 more. That's it. 2 more. All right, go ahead and rise up. Shake it out. Bend back into those knees. I know it burns. From here, hammer curl, release down. Hammer curl, release. Two more. All right, starting with the left side, hold that right elbow bent at 90. Hold your left elbow bent at 90 also. We're gonna lift that left heel as we bring our left arm to a bent fly and bring it down. Lift. I know, we're lifting that left heel and we're opening that left arm. Keep that right arm completely straight. Your right foot is grounded. Lifting that left heel. Continue to squeeze that ball. Do not losing that resistance of the ball between your thighs. Lift, squeeze, and lower. 2 more. Last one. Hold the left arm, left leg still. Right heel lift, right bend fly. All on the right side. Keep it going. Stay with it. Coming up high on those right tippy toes. Lifting that right heel as high as you can. Keep your hips nice and low. Continue to squeeze that ball. 2 more. Last one. All right, from here, with that ball still between your thighs, arms out to a T, tiny circles as you pulse. A little pulse, palms are facing down. It does not matter which direction you go in to begin with because we're going to do both directions. Keep it going for 5. That's 4. Last 3. 2. And 1. Continue to pulse. Reverse that direction. Pulse, arms in the opposite direction. Keep your shoulders relaxed down from your ears. That's it. You got 5. That's 4. Last 3. 2 more. Last 1. All right, shake it out. Set the ball off to the side. Actually, you know what? Let's keep that ball. We'll set the weights off to the side. We're going to come to a 4th position. So your right, draw your heels together and then slide your right foot forward. This is the first option. You can widen that stance so both toes are turned out but your heels are not touching, or you can bring your right heel directly in front of your left foot, maybe touching your left foot. Your choice. From here, soft bend the knees, elbows come wide. From here, squeeze pulse, squeeze pulse. Tiny squeezes, tiny pulses of those hips. Soft bend the knees. Keep it going. That's it. You've got it. Working the inner outer thighs here. Elbows stay wide. We're going to add on here 2 pulses, bend and lift. 2 pulses, bend and lift. So pulse, pulse, bend and lift. Pulse, pulse. Right leg stays straight and lift. Pulse, pulse, bend and lift. This is a nice stretch for that outer left glute. That's it. Give me 2 more. Pulse, pulse, bend and lift. Pulse, pulse, bend and lift. All right, shake it out. Draw the heels back together. Slide your left foot forward. Option 1. You can draw that left leg out, both toes turned out. You can slide that left foot so it's directly in front of your right foot. You can tap your left heel to your right toes, your choice. Little pulses here, little squeeze that ball. We're going to change up just a little bit, so bring that ball into your right hand. Rainbow over to the left, open, rainbow, and open. Continue to pulse those knees. That's it. All right, give me 1 more in each direction. And then we're going to add on here. Bring that ball back to center. Pulse, pulse, reach, and lift. Pulse, pulse, reach, and lift. Keep it going. Pulse, pulse, reach, and lift. You got it. Pulse, pulse, reach, and lift. 5 more. Pulse, pulse, reach, and lift. Yes. Keep it going. 3 more. Pulse, pulse, reach, and left. All right, rise up. Now set the ball off to the side, but keep it close by. We're going to use it again. Draw your heels back together, coming into a V stance. We're going to keep our feet sealed. From here, palms face up. Have a soft bend in the knees. Bicep curl, overhead press. So an Arnold press, palms facing out. Full bicep curl, palms into your shoulders. As you lift your arms overhead, bring your palms facing outward. Keep a soft bend in the knee. Toes are turned out. They can be slightly turned out. They can be at 45. They can be even further out. Your choice. It does not matter how far out your toes are. Keep a soft bend in the knees, so avoid keeping the legs straight. Soft bend the knees. Keep it going. Full curl, overhead press. Just like an Arnold press, you're bringing your palms facing in and then palms facing out. 2 more here. All right, from here, hold the arms overhead. Straight legs as you reach the arms down. Rise and bend. Arms down. That's it. Keep it going. Relax your shoulders down from your ears. Keep a slight bend in the knees even as you draw your legs together. 2 more. 1 more. Hold the arms overhead. Keep the knees bent. Arms forward. Arms raise. Forward. And raise. You've got it. Palms are facing down as you lower them. 3 more. All right, hold the arms forward. Straighten and out to a T. Bend. Bring it forward. Straighten to a T. Arms bend. Forward. So your arms remain straight. Your knees are bending. Pretend as if your body is between 2 panes of glass. Shoulders remain stacked over your hips. Knees tracking out over your toes. Keep it going. All right, hold the arms in that tiny circle. Bend deep into those knees. Tiny circles here. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reverse the direction. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rotate palms up, palms down, palms up, palms down. Keep it going. 4. That's 3. That's 2. And 1. Release the arms down. Shake it out. All right, come on down to the floor. With those weights and with that ball, go ahead and grab that ball again. So, option here, if you want to make it more challenging, is to place that ball under your right palm. We're going to work our left hand by placing that weight in your left hand. We're going to work the left arm and the right leg. So from here, option to place your hand under that right ball or just directly on the floor, your choice. Extend your left arm, right leg long, lift and lower, lift and lower. So again, more challenging, placing that hand on that ball, lift and lower. Try not to let that ball roll around. 3 more. That's it, last 2. Hold it lifted, just pulse and pulse. You've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release that right knee down. Release your left arm down. Keep your right hand on the floor or on that ball. Flex your right toes. From here, donkey kick up, release down, kick, release. So we're working the base of our right glute here, pressing the sole of your right foot up towards the ceiling as if you're trying to stamp the sole of your foot up to the ceiling. Keep it going. That's it. You've got it. Keeping both hands on the floor. Maybe your right hand remains on that ball. That's it. 3 more. And 2. All right, hold that right leg lifted. Just pulse and pulse. Tiny pulses here. You've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Extend that right leg long. Release both hands from that weight or that ball. Reach your right toes long. Point your toes. Rainbow that right leg up and over to the outer left side. Maybe gently gaze over your left shoulder. You can deepen this stretch by pressing your right heel towards the floor. To lessen that stretch, gently rock to your toes or the ball of your foot. Hold it here for 3. That's 2. Last one, gently release that right knee down. Bump the hips side to side. Yes, we're going to do the other side, keeping everything symmetrical. So, if you use the ball under your right hand, you know what I'm going to say. I recommend using the ball under your left hand. Challenge yourself. But of course, if any of the equipment becomes just not your thing, set it off to the side. Do not compromise your form just to have some equipment. So weights in your right hand or no weight. Extend your left leg long. Strong point through your toes. Keep that left leg straight. Reach your right arm forward. Right arm also remains straight. Palms facing in. We're going to lift and lower. Squeeze the base of your left glute. Keep it going. Option to place that ball under your left hand for more of a challenge. 3 more. That's 2. Hold it lifted. Just pulse and pulse. You got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release your right hand down. Release your left knee down. Catch your breath with or without that hand under the ball. Flex your left toes. Keep that left knee bent. Press it up and release down. Press up and down. Now you want to keep your hips square. So avoid opening up that hip as you lift that leg up. Just pretend as if your hips are headlights and they are facing down towards the floor. They have to guide you along your way as you actively press that left glute up, pressing the sole of your foot up and then back down. So press it up and back down. That's it. 3 more. All right, release that left leg down. Extend your left leg long. Strong point through your toes. Lift that left leg up and rainbow it over the right side. Maybe gently gaze over your right shoulder to deepen that sensation along the left side body. You can gently rock your heel towards the floor. Inversely, you can also press the ball of your foot or rock towards your toes, lessening that stretch. Maybe rock forwards and backwards. Gently release your left knee under your left hip. Thumb your hips side to side. All right, grab those weights. We're going to do one more thing for the arms. Not just the last thing, but one additional thing. Gently press your hips closer towards your heels. So you're not sitting on your heels, that's too easy. You're not completely lifted up with your hips over your knees. You're at that 45-degree angle or any angle. You want to hinge forward so it allows you to keep your hips pressed back. Back is flat, palms facing in. We're just going to lift and lower. Keep the arms close in towards your body. Lift and lower. 2 more. All right, hold the arms lifted. Just pulse and pulse. You got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Release the shoulders down. All right, go ahead and come onto your back. Grab those weights. Grab that ball. We're going to roll back. From here, you want to place your knees at 90 with that ball. Place that ball onto your right thigh. Press your right hand into that ball. So your right hand's pressing that knee away, but you're holding that leg straight by engaging your abs to keep that right leg completely still, right knee directly over your hip. Draw your left elbow wide so you're tucking your chin to your chest. Your shoulders are lifted. Extend and bend that left knee. Continue to press your right hand to that ball, but continue to press your right knee in towards that ball to prevent that right leg from moving at all. Just extend and bend. Your left leg stays hovering. Pretend you have that clementine under your chin so your chin is not completely tucked in towards your chest. 2 more. All right, hold that left leg straight. From here, we're going to lift for 2. Knee bends, extend, leg lift for 2. Knee bends, extend. Keep it going. Lift for 2. Knee bends, extend. 2 more. And then we are going to reverse the direction. Last one. All right, from here, knee bends, extend, leg lower for 2. Knee bends, extend, lower for 2. You got to keep going. If those shoulders start to droop down, be mindful. Lift them back up. Press into that ball with your right hand. Press your right knee in towards that ball. 2 more. Lower, lift, and keep it going. All right, hold that left knee bent. Place that ball onto your left knee. Press your left hand actively into that ball so it's as if your left knee is pressing away, but you're actively pressing that left knee in towards your chest. I want that ball to be squished as tight as you can. Keep that right knee bent. Elbows are wide. Right elbow behind your head. Tuck your chin in. Extend and bend. Your lower abs are pressed in towards the floor. If your lower abs start to lift up, just set your left foot on the floor, still pressing your ball in towards your left thigh. Keep it going. So knee bent, whether your foot's flat on the floor or you're in the reverse tabletop. 2 more. All right, on the next one, hold that leg straight. Leg lifts for 2, knee bends, extend. Leg lift for 2, knee bends, extend. Keep it going. That's it. If you started with the opposite direction, that's okay. We are going to do both. 1 more. All right, from here, hold the knee bent. Leg extend, leg lower for 2. Knee bends, extend, leg lower for 2. Navel pull into your spine, up to the crown of your head. Keep it going here. You've got it. One more. All right, hold both knees in towards your chest. Grab the ball between your palms. Elbows are wide. From here, tuck your chin in so you're squeezing that ball. Bicycle, extend, and extend. You've got 10. That's 9. 8. Last 7. 6. 5. 4 more. That's 3. 2. And 1. Set that ball to the side. Draw your knees into your chest. Curl yourself into a tight ball. Maybe let your toes, your ankles. All right, plant your feet down. Your feet are hip width apart and parallel. Grab that ball again. Place that ball between your thighs. Grab those weights. Place those weights on your hips. You can always do without the weights. If you are using the weights, please make sure you're holding them on your hips. Make sure your feet are grounded. Squeeze your glutes. Lift and tap. Squeeze, lift, squeeze, tap. Keep it going. Your gaze is up towards the ceiling. You can close your eyes. You can keep your eyes open. Your shoulders are pressed in towards the floor. So we're not doing a full bridge or wheel, just working the glutes here. Lift and lower. That's it. Keep it going. A few more here. Hold the hips high. Just squeeze and squeeze. Squeeze your glutes to the top. You've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the hips down so the weight's off to the side. Option here, if you want, you can place that ball under your right foot, or you can do without the ball, your choice. So your right foot's going to be grounded on the floor or on that block, hands by your side, palms facing down. Lift your hips high. From here, left knee drive and tap, knee drive and tap. 3 more, then we're going to switch. Last one. All right, release that left foot down, lower your hips down. If you have that ball into your right hand, go ahead and bring it under your left foot. So your left foot is grounded, whether it's on the ball or on the floor. Squeeze your glutes, lift your hips high, release your right foot, knee drive, toe tap, knee drive, toe tap. Keep it going. You've got it. Squeeze your glutes. 3 more. Last one. All right, release your hips down. Draw your knees in towards your chest. Maybe rock from side to side. You can continue to keep your knees in towards your shoulders. Release your feet up to the ceiling. Continue to grab the back side of your thighs or the outer knife edge of each foot coming into happy baby. Your lower back is pressed in towards the floor. You can roll from side to side. You can extend one leg at a time, coming into ninja baby. And of course, what you do on one side, just repeat on the other. You can come to a wide leg straddle. You can bring the soles of your feet to touch. Draw your knees back into your chest. Cross your ankles or keep your ankles square. From here, we're going to rock and roll ourselves 3 times. Once again, hovering, holding, roll back, rock up, and back. This time, rock all the way on to your knees, coming back to that tabletop. Option to find a high plank. We're going to hold it here, holding and breathing for 1 minute. You've got it. 15 seconds down. You can come into a side plank on one side. You can stay in a high plank, maybe come down to a low plank on your forearms. You can add any variation. You can do leg lifts. This can all be done from a tabletop as well by gently releasing your knees onto the floor. You can also come down onto your forearms. You have 15 seconds. You can do hip dip side to side. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently release your hips all the way down. Press your hands under your shoulders. Press that mini cobra. Stretch the abdominals. Release back down. One more time. Press up. Release back down. Walk your hands towards your lowest rib cage. Press that full cobra. You can continue to keep your thighs on the floor or lift your legs. Pressing the top shoelace portion of your feet on the floor. Come through tabletop and press your hips back to child's pose. Knees tracking wide, sinking your hips in towards your heels, releasing your forehead on the floor. Reach your fingertips out long. Long stretch, opposite direction, hips towards your heels. Fingertips past the crown of your head. Walk your hands over to the right side of your mat, maybe slightly off your mat. Keep your left hand on the floor. Press your right fingertips in towards your right knee and then press your body away from the earth, pressing your left shoulder down, opening up your right shoulder. Release your right hand long. Walk your hands over through center. Back over to the left side. Keep your right hand pressed in towards the floor. Release your left hand by your left knee. Press your left finger pad in as you lift open your left shoulder, pressing your right shoulder down. Reach your left arm long. Walk your hands back through center. One more stretch here. Bend your elbows, bringing your thumbs towards the nape of your neck or keeping them at the crown of your head. You can walk your elbows closer towards the crown of your head for a deeper tricep stretch. Release your palms back to the floor. Gently rise up. Have a seat on your bum. Keep your right leg long. Draw the left sole of your foot into your right leg. Sweep both arms up high. Release your right hand to the inside of your right leg. Sweep your left arm up high. Deep side bend over to the left side. Release your left hand behind your hip. Press your hips forward. Reach your right arm back to that diagonal. Slowly lower your hips down. Reach your left leg long. Draw the sole of your right foot in toward your left leg. Sweep both arms up high. Release your left hand down to the inside of your left leg. Deep side bend over to the left side. Feel in that stretch all on the right side body. Inhale, rise up. Release your right hand behind your hips. Press your hips forward. Reach your left arm back. Slowly release your hips down. Keep your left leg long. Reach your right leg out long. Rock your hips side to side. Make sure both sit bones are pressed in towards the floor. Great opportunity to grab that ball again. With that ball in your hands, maybe roll that ball out in front. Maybe reaching out long. You can stay as upright as you'd like, or whenever you're ready, fold forward. Trying to keep those sit bones pressed in towards the floor, maybe wiggling your toes. You can point or flex your toes. Gently rise up, rolling that ball back in towards you. Bring the soles of your feet to touch, butterfly your knees open. Okay, flapping your butterfly wings, sit up nice and tall as if someone has a string in the crown of your head, pulling you up nice and tall. Maybe do some shoulder and neck rolls from side to side. Gently come back to center, both arms up high. Release your arms down. Fantastic work today, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. Hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day. Thank you all. See you soon.